The prophet Ezekiel appeared 450 years after King David died. However, the prophet Ezekiel wrote down the prophetic teachings of God who said, "My servant David will be prince." We can easily understand that this David does not refer to the physical David, but to the prophetical David, that is, the spiritual David, can't we? Let's take a look at Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 24. "I, the Lord, will be their God, and my servant David will be prince among them." God said, "I will be their God." This is a very important expression. God did not blindly promise to anyone that He will be their God. He promised saying, "I will be God of those who have this type of faith," didn't He? Let's take a look at Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31. "The time is coming, declares the Lord, when I will make," what will He make? "A new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah." God said, "I will be God of the people who are in the truth of the new covenant." Let's take a look at verse 33. "This is the covenant I will make with the house of Israel after that time, declares the Lord. I will put my law in their minds and write it on their hearts. I will be," what will He be? "Their God, and they will be my people." In what condition did God say, "I will be their God"? God said, "I will be God of those who are in the new covenant and keep the new covenant, and they will be my people." Let's continue with verse 34. "No longer will a man teach his neighbor, or a man his brother, saying, 'Know the Lord,' because they will all know me, from the least of them to the greatest, declares the Lord. For I will forgive." What will He forgive? "Their wickedness, and will remember their sins no more." God said, "I will write the law of the new covenant on their hearts and be their God." Today, there are people who confidently say, "I can go to the kingdom of heaven because I believe in God." However, God never said that they are His people. God said, "I will be God of those who are in the truth of the new covenant." In Ezekiel chapter 34, God revealed His will, that He will come to this earth in the name of David, in the truth of the new covenant. Just because a person appears and says, "I am David," it doesn't mean that they are David. Truly, God must appear with the truth of the new covenant.